So much. Turning now to Arizona schools post-pandemic. While attendance jumped more than 20,000 students this year compared to last year, it's still down 18,000 students compared to pre-pandemic levels.
Team 12's Trisha Hendricks joining us live from the Arizona Department of Education with more this morning on how teachers are responding to those numbers. Trisha, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's great to see students getting back in the classroom, but the reality is there's still a pretty big gap. More than 38,000 students left the state's public education system between 2020 and 2021 school year. However, the numbers show about half of those students have now returned, so there's still half that remain. The Department of Ed launched a program last summer geared toward keeping students engaged in their public schools, especially those who are at high risk of being unenrolled. And while it is great to see those numbers improving, Superintendent of Public Instruction Kathy Hoffman says there's still a lot more work to be done. I spoke with the VP of the Arizona Education Association, who's also an 8th grade social studies teacher, about the latest numbers out. She says it's great to see the numbers growing and districts are doing everything they can to keep it moving in that direction.
It's still concerning for us to think about the fact that when these students begin showing up to classrooms, that we may actually not have enough educators for them. So they're getting, messages of, you can work from home, be with your children. Wait, we have a teacher exodus happening in our state that is not being dealt with. So families are really making some hard decisions.
So with that being said, there are still challenges along the way, clearly. She says we'll likely see this trend reflected over the next few years. After all, it takes time to reassess our lives coming out of the pandemic. And for parents especially, that could take some extra time, especially parents of kids in the younger grades. We've seen less students return in some of those grades than the older ones. Live in Phoenix, Trisha Hendricks, Today in AZ.